Hi everyone, my name is Linda Reed-Enever, author of my book of PR tips. I'm an ideas and impact strategist and I help you create impact for your business by teaching you what I do. And today I want to share with you a tip from the My Book of PR Tips, well actually an excerpt from the My Book of PR Tips, and that is, what is the media? So traditional media, the one that I fell in love with when I entered the world of PR, is the print, the TV, the magazines, the newspapers, the things that get us a little bit dirty when we were reading them when we were kids. That's the media that I fell in love with. And radio is another format of that. And all of them still have their place within today's world. And when we're engaging with that type of media, we've normally got a journalist and a researcher and someone we would be engaging with to get ourselves published inside that space.
Welcome to the Talk podcast with ideas strategist Linda Reed-Enever. Talk is where we chat about ideas and inspiration you can use to market your business. Get ready for practical tips you can implement today with your host, Linda Reed-Enever.
So when you want to work with your traditional media, especially the print, we need to be thinking ahead of time. So I talk to my clients and my students inside the Ideas, Impact and Marketing Circle about making sure that when we're writing our releases for that audience, we're looking that 90 to 120 day mark. You don't always have to use a release, you can use a pitch as well, but that's another lesson or video along the way. So that's traditional media. The next form of media we've got is one that we overlook quite often as business owners, and that is our own media. Because now in the world of digital, we've got a website which we can curate with our own blogs, our own videos, our own content. We've got social media, which is our own curated sort of magazine, TV channel, whatever we want it to be, where we're able to connect with our audience. And that forms part of our public relations campaigns, because that's part of what the journalist is going to go out and look at if they're looking at running a story. So before we go trying to leverage other people's media, we want to start leveraging our own. Because the third type of media is the online digital presence, and the journalists and the podcast producers and the editors and the hosts of all of this stuff are going to do that research on you. And this form of media is one that you can tap in as a guest expert, as a guest on the podcast, writing articles, contributing to other publications. It's another way of using someone else's audience to transfer trust. So just like traditional media, we're going to go out and reach out to these people so that we can have that transfer of trust from that publication to ourselves. Now, when you are going to go and work with these media outlets, there's a couple of ways that you can work with them. Number one is through advertising. So advertising pretty much drives everything in the world of PR, because without the advertisers, we don't have the TV channels, we don't have the newspapers, we don't have the podcast, we don't have the production, we don't have all of that sort of stuff. So you can look at sponsoring, you can look at advertising and taking advertorial. The other component in the world of media is what we call earned media, and that's what I love. It's the organic PR component. The earned media is when you share your story with that audience and they connect with it or they see value in it. So it's not a sell process, because that's advertorial. That's what we're going to advertise our business. It's a brand awareness process. So it might be sharing awareness around your campaign or something like that. For example, I have a client who is working in the world of anxiety. We talk about how this particular product helps with anxiety, and we quite often will run the press releases around, anxiety trends or anxiety things that we need to delve into the world of. We're never going in to sell the product or the outcome or service that this client offers. We're delving into the benefits and the effects and how it affects the human world and the human angle today. So there you go. There's a few things about what is the media from the book of PR tips. I hope it's helped you engage and start to explore the world of PR and the media. And if you've liked this video, please follow. I share more tips about marketing your business and creating impact.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Talk with Linda Reed-Enever. Make sure you subscribe via your favorite podcast app so you don't miss the next great episode. You can find more ideas and inspiration at enevergroup.com.au.
Cozy traditions feel good, and that includes your fall makeup look. From lashes for days to enhancing a smoky eye with your favorite shade of brilliant eye brightener, Thrive Cosmetics is your go-to for completing every fall look. Plus, every product is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and made with clean, skin-loving ingredients. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/cozy for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/cozy.
Save over $200 when you book weekly stays with Vrbo. This winter, if you need to work, why not work from a chalet? If you haven't seen your college besties since, college, you need a week to fully catch up in a snowy cabin. And if you have to stay in a remote place with your in-laws, you should save over $200 a week. That's the least we can do. So, you might as well start digging out the lawn johns, because saving over $200 on a week-long snowcation rental is in the cards. Book now at Vrbo.com.